Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to this tutorial. Today we are diving into Unity's mirror networking attributes, those little tags above your code that make multiplayer magic work. Understanding them is essential for writing clean, efficient and bug-free networked gameplay. First, I will walk you through the demo project I prepared to showcase how attributes work. Then I will go over each attribute one by one, show you the example code and demonstrate how it behaves on the server and two clients. If you want to try it yourself, the full example is on my GitHub, link in the description. The project includes a network manager with default settings. We are using TCP transport, the network manager HUD to create clients and servers, and a player prefab for demonstrating the TargetRpc attribute, which we will look at later. Next, we have the example switcher. You can cycle through the demos by keys from 1 to 8. Only one example script is active at a time. There is also a UI canvas displaying the current example number at the bottom of the screen. Finally, we are using an in-game debug console, available for free on the asset store, link in the description. Let's begin. Server marks methods that can only run on the server. Calling them from a client won't work. Server callback is similar, but it simply ignores client calls without showing warnings. Let's try calling a server method from both server and client. As expected, the client call throws an error in the console. Now, the same with server callback. Notice that no error appears when called from the client side. Client means the method runs only on the client, never on the server. Client callback works the same way, but won't throw errors if run on the wrong side. Let's try a client method from both sides. When called from the server, we get an error in the console. Repeating the test with client callback. No error appears from the server side. Commands marked with command allow a client to send requests to the server. Use them when players need to trigger actions like shooting, moving or updating game state. Let's try calling a command from both sides. Server calls result in an error, since commands are meant for clients only. ClientRpc is the opposite. Call it from the server, execute it on all clients. Great for syncing world changes. When calling from the client, we see an error, but from the server, the function is successfully triggered on every client. TargetRpc works like ClientRpc, but only for one specific client, perfect for private updates like stats or secret data. If the first parameter of your TargetRpc method is a network connection, the message will be sent to that connection. Otherwise, it defaults to the owner client of the object that contains the script. Calling from the client has no effect, but from the server you can see the messages sent only to the chosen client, not to everyone. SyncVars automatically synchronize a variable from server to all clients. Setting them from a client won't work. Keep in mind, null values cause errors. Supported types include int, float, string, vector-free, network identity, and game objects with network identity. You can also use hooks to run client-side code whenever the value updates. Calling from the client doesn't synchronize the value with other clients, but notice the client's local value still changes until the next server sync. As you can see, clients can briefly show different numbers depending on how many times they call the function. To remember those concepts, build a small test project and use each attribute at least once. Hands-on practice is the best teacher. That wraps it up for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Was this tutorial clear and helpful? And let me know what topics you'd like to see next, so I can prepare something useful for you.